Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. We're starting a new one today. It's going to be a Paladin run. Oh, wow, starting off with an epic. So, this is a piece of crap, this giant. The Shade is a fine, okay 3-drop. I admit, it's better than a regular old 3-3 most of the time, but it's nothing special. Lay on Hands, it's expensive. The Restore 8 health is often wasted. But I am going to take it, because, God, there are so many times when I'm playing and, I'm just desperate for the opponent not to have an antique heal bot. Granted, this is 3 more mana expensive than that, which is a big deal, but healing lately has seemed to be pretty strong, so I'm going to grab that thing. Oh my god, Silence or Divine Shield. I'm going to take the Protector, but that's because this is only pick 2, and I'm hoping I get another option to grab Silence. If I don't, I'm going to be upset about that. Blessing of Kings or the Ogre. I'm going to grab the Ogre. I think that's more important. I've already got some card draw with these hands. Rather than the Acolyte, I'm going to take this really strong 4-drop. Mechs are also good to have. Hammer of Wrath is the easy call there for some removal. Alright, a second Argent Protector. Or I'm going to grab the Heal Bot. With Lay on Hands, these games might go long. Let's make sure we got that healing going on. Only playable card there. Well, it wasn't the only playable one, but it was the only one that made sense. Noble Sacrifice. Oh god, that card is so touchy. This, of course, isn't super great. I would hate to clog up my 6-drops with, a very low health minion. This is basically just expensive removal or some reach. Alright, I'll take the Noble Sacrifice and take my chances with that. We'll grab Chillwind Yeti there. Sludge Belcher is a card I haven't played with in a long time. Stormwind Champion. Nice endgame card. Here we'll take a Sunwalker to appease at least one of my fans. And True Silver Champion is the only playable card here. Well, Avenge is playable, but it's the only good one. Sheep, I'm really just tired of trying to use the Sheep when I'm not a mage, so I'm just going to take Loot Hoarder because I do need some more early plays. Wow, these are both good cards. I have neither one. I think Consecration is more important. It's more of a card to catch you up. Dread Corsair. Does go nicely with True Silver Champion, of course. But other than that, the Shielded Minibot is a better card. If I get a second True Silver, I'm going to really regret not having this Dread Corsair. But at the same time, I don't have very much to play early on. This Protector is not something I want to play on turn 2, so it's just the Berserker and the Hoarder. I got to get more early plays. Alright, Manoiatron or the Geomancer, they both have their merits. I'm going to grab the Tron. I find that having that can be a real tide turner. Ooh, a second Hammer or Force Tank Max. I mean, I am going for the end game with this deck. Ogre, Sunwalker, Champion in the hands. God. Hammer of Wrath, it's just too good. It's a card advantage, it's removal, it can go to the face. I think I gotta take it. Alright, we'll take Seal of Light here for some more removal and early removal and healing. Wow. Commander versus the Lobber is a tough one. Both have their merits. They're both 4 damage. This guy has more health, but the damage isn't targetable. This guy, you can target the damage and you can also go to the face with it. Oh man, so I don't know if I've ever had to make this comparison card to card before, the Bomb Lobber versus the Commander. I'm going to take the Lobber for curve reasons. We've got a pretty expensive curve, but I don't know if that's objectively the best move. Alright, the Calm Master I'm not going to take this time. I don't think this deck's going to be able to use him well, so I'll take the Panther because I do need something on curve. Here, I don't think I need the Assassin. I'm going to take the Cobra. Fits my curve, and it also can be some nice preemptive removal. I'm going to grab the Spiteful Smith here. I don't care about the ability, but the Micro Machine is just a bit weak. It's a 2-2. At first, and I find that is often relevant. So we're going to take the Smith to beef up our 5 curve. Take another True Silver for some more removal. Oh, geez. This is basically junk, and I don't have any synergy with it that I can spot. Nope. I don't even have any buffs to let it attack. Yeah, I just don't have anything with this. Abomination's kind of crappy, but I'm going to take him because I might need it. The Keys End Mystic, sometimes it's really good. A lot of times you don't get it to fire. Although this is so double-edged. Honestly, I'd just rather have the thing that's less double-edged, even though it's not as good. We'll take the only playable card here, which is the Tiger. Another Spiteful Smith would be greedy. Very greedy, because I don't have much early on to thwart the opponents. This thing just sucks on turn 3, though. It's just like a field day for your opponent when you play this on turn 3. Then again, maybe it's better to play this than to play nothing on turn 3. I could go for a Murloc Raider just to have some more early drops. The problem is this thing just dies so easily. Oh, man. Alright, I'm going to go for Greed. Take the Spiteful Smith. It's the best card. The Trog is good, but I'm going to grab Blessing of Might. With this top-heavy deck, I'm going to need some more removal to help stay in the game long enough. Okay, well, I don't know if I drafted that perfectly, but this is a deck with a lot of strong endgame cards. Not just a lot of expensive stuff, but a lot of quality stuff. We got your Lay on Hands, your Ogres, Spiteful Smiths, and Tigers. Granted, the Spiteful Smiths would be better if it were Spectral Knights. But with 2 True Silvers, I might get some use out of those Smiths. Never saw another Dread Corsair. For the True Silver combo, never saw another Silence, so I might live to regret having an Archer Protector instead of an Owl. We'll keep an eye on that pick. See how I feel about it. Cat Chris the Priest. As a Paladin, you really don't want to play Mages, Rogues, or Druids, because they can kill your recruits. I find that it's nice to be Paladin against pretty much any class that doesn't auto-kill your recruits. It's a matchup I'll happily take. And here, well, this would have been an Owl. Instead, which would have been bad early on. Instead, it's a Protector, which is also bad early on. So it's kind of an even-Steven situation here. The opponent hasn't flicked any of his cards. He is, at the moment, not at his keyboard. Up there he goes. He's flicking away, and mulligans the whole hand, just like I did. Alright, well, let's see who got the better mulligan. Shielded Minibot.
Job's done.
This could have been a Dread Corsair, and it's kind of a toss-up, whether I would rather have this to look forward to the combo on turn 4, or this just to play early on. Priests do have Shadow Word Pain, which is a good response to this guy. He's flicking his coin, he's going to play a 2-drop. Please be a 3-2. 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. It is a 2-3. Okay, well, we'll play the Shielded Minibot. I could get the kill against this Berserker. If he runs in and kills my guy, that's annoying. I'll have to make a recruit and hope the recruit can kill off the 5-1. Oh, is he going to buff that guy? Oh, geez, he is. So now this guy's going to be left with 3 health, which won't be quite enough for my Shielded Minibot. Oh, and he actually has a Holy Smite. Wow, so he's a 5-3. You know what? I wouldn't mind an Owl here to simmer down that guy. Shoot. Well, this sucks. So now I'm going to have to play the True Silver to kill this. And then whatever else he's doing on turn 3 is just going to sit. This is also going to deal a total of 8 damage to me. Well, I do have Antique Killbot and Lay on Hands in here. Oh, good. The recruit saved me 5 damage. That is significant. And then he heals it up for 2, which is totally irrelevant because I'm going to deal 4 damage to kill it. Wow. He passed on turn 3. That's giving me some hope here. I got some really great minions coming up and a weapon in hand. Wow, him missing turn 3 was huge. That puts me right back in the game. He's got 6 cards to my 5, soon to be 6. He has the play, but I have the weapon. Life totals are about the same. It's anyone's game, but even though I can only play 1 card per turn, should be some really good ones here. Let's start with the Sludge Belcher. Cut. And there's no point hitting that Sen'jin, I don't think. Well, okay. If he runs this Sen'jin in, it'll drop to 2 health. Then he heals it back up to 4. Yeah, there's no point. There's no point. I'm just going to pass the turn. I could have hit it down to 1, forcing him to heal it and then die to the Sludge Belcher anyway, but it's basically the same thing. Just let him go first, and it keeps the weapon on hand. In case I want to, for example, Consecrate next turn or play the Argent Commander to pop this guy, I might want to use the True Silver against a different creature. My goal is to try to play these cards every single turn if I possibly can, because I really don't want to have them clogging my hand. Alright, he finds a Spider Tank a couple of turns late, which is great. Decides not to attack my Sludge Belcher. So let's see, if I Consecrate, I can actually clear his board. If I don't Consecrate, I can hit the Sen'jin with the Sludge Belcher, finish it off with the Commander, True Silver the Spider Tank, and then that just leaves him with a Wolf. And this thing will have 1 health, and I'll have a 4-2. So I'll get an extra one of my bigger cards out this way. But if I Consecrate, I can Divine Shield this guy, hit the Sludge Belcher, or hit the Sen'jin, which would finish it off. The Wolf will be dead, and then I can finish off the Spider Tank with my weapon. He'll have a clear board. I'll have a 3-5 and a 2-2. Is that better than a 3-1 and a 4-2? Well, it is, I think, actually better. Doesn't die to Holy Nova. And then I've got these guys still sticking up my hand. Of course, if I hit this guy with my commander, I can use Consecration later. I'm gonna trust my instincts. This could be the wrong choice, definitely. But it's the choice I'm gonna make. I feel as though getting my mana out is more valuable than having a slightly better board. Well, the thing I feared came to pass, that he actually had the Holy Nova. I can't quite kill this wolf. Voodoo Doctrine. Well, that's good to know. That's good to see. Okay, well, I think here I'm just going to keep it simple. We'll play the Sunwalker and a Noble Sacrifice. Noble Sacrifice should be good for a kill on one of these guys. It's about as good as I can hope for, like a delayed Arcane Bolt. What a terrible card. But there's also the element of surprise. I can try to bluff Avenges with the Noble Sacrifice. I played Sunwalker rather than the Ogre because the Sunwalker is harder for a priest to kill. If it were against most other classes, I would have just played the Ogre. And the Noble Sacrifice ended up being real nice here because now he actually can't kill this. If he had hit it, it would have popped off the shield and then he could have killed it with just the commander. Now he can use the wolf to pop the shield, but then the commander doesn't kill it. So he makes a pretty smart choice here. He just pops shields and I assume leaves the wolf out of it. Yeah. So here I could consecrate to clear his board, but I really want to get that Ogre out. So what I'm going to do is put the shield on my Sunwalker, kill off his biggest guy, and then I'm going to play the Ogre. This is getting a little bit scary for him. Of course, now all of his Shadow Word Deaths come online, but the good news is my life is good. I'm ahead on the board. Shadow Word Death, he has 5 mana to play a 5-drop. Yeah, if he plays Shadow Word Death in like a Spectral Knight, he's actually in pretty good shape. Kodo kills off my Protector. And Scarlet Crusader just doesn't do anything. Okay, great. This is looking good. Bomb Lobber. So if I consecrate here, it kills the wolf, pops the shield, damages that, and then I could finish this thing off and bomb lobber the Kodo. That seems like a good time. I think consecration is worth doing first so that the wolf dies. That way the Scarlet Crusader hits for 1 less damage.
Justice shall prevail.
Doesn't actually matter which one of those I killed, they both hit for 3. So we hit him in his face, bam. Still a turn away from mind control. And I got 5 cards to his 3, so he's in a little bit of a problematic situation because he doesn't have Shadow Word Death, it would seem. He does have another Holy Nova, but these guys live. Ogre Brute. Well, doesn't quite die to the Lobber. I don't have any buffs in this deck. So I could ignore it, or I could hit it with my Ogre. I'm just gonna hit him in the face with the Ogre. I could have Seal of Light and double tagged it, I suppose. He's already played 2 Holy Novas. Another Holy Nova here would be annoying. It would give the Ogre a 1 in 6 chance of finishing off my Ogre. Because he'd have to attack into the Annoyatron and then there'd be a half chance of... Oh my god, he actually has another Nova. Wow. Alright, well I'm hoping the 1 in 6 odds don't trigger here. Please don't, oh my god. Oh my god, okay, because it was a 50-50 chance of it not attacking the Tron, and then it was a 1 in 3 chance of attacking... No, a 1 in 2 chance. I'm sorry, I had the math wrong. It was 1 in 4. Still, 1 in 4 odds. Wow, he actually had 3 Holy Novas. I specifically did not play around Holy Nova because I was like, well, he's already played 2, but he actually had the 3rd. Jesus Christ. Well, he's out of cards. He's got a spare part, which is basically useless, and then a creature. I've got recruits coming out every turn. So, top deck situation versus a priest, I should be totally fine because I can keep making these recruits, and he's used 3 Holy Novas, so these recruits are going to stick around. Is he going to do something wacky with this, like give it stealth? Looks like he's not. Okay. So I can either use my True Silver on this and save a recruit, or I can use Reversing Switch on this and save True Silver. Well, obviously the True Silver is more valuable, so we're going to do this. And that's that. Alright, so he's still got his spare part. He top deck North Track Cleric, which is a bad top deck in the top deck war. I still have a recruit out, about to have more. I'm also going to get a card off this loot horde, unless he has... Well, if he had gotten a Cabal Shadow Priest, in my opinion, still one of the best cards in the arena, and Stolen Loot Hoarder, I could have been in a lot of trouble. Luckily, that didn't happen. Alright, I'm going to Hammer of Wrath here, just because I think it's worth it to draw a card. Got a lot of good cards in the deck. That really wasn't one of them. And sure, I'll use my weapon, keep the Hoarder out. I did pass on the opportunity to play a reinforcement there, but I think the extra board presence of this guy is worth it. I'm hoping for Stormwind Champion or Lay on Hands at this point. I've already played the Ogre and the Sunwalker. I'm kind of amazed he's doing as well as he is, but part of that is because I didn't play around the third Holy Nova and threw out a Panther, which died. And then, of course, he got 1 in 4 odds of killing off my Ogre with his Ogre. Okay, thank God that's not a Cabal Shadow Priest. I was worried for a second that it would be. Can I go up a card there? Ah, yes, Tiger is another excellent card that I have. Lovely. And the Cobra's good too. Okay, this is looking great. Well, it's time for Mind Control Attack. I've had some pretty astoundingly bad luck with Mind Control Attack. Not only the opponent having it, but then also the opponent stealing my best creature with it and winning the game directly because of it. It's not just like that they do it and I still win. No, they do it and they pull a 1 in 4 and they win. So hopefully that won't happen here. Force Tank Max is a bit scary, but I do have the Cobra and the Recruit to pop the shield with. Man, just in a top deck war against a class that can't kill off the Recruits for free. Those Recruits are crazy good. We have 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Actually, almost enough to kill him, but not quite. He is still, I believe, holding his spare parts. That Cobra definitely earned its keep there. I still have Lay on Hands and Stormwind Champion in here. 1 in 5 odds of drawing something really good. Holy Nova no longer works unless he has 2 of them, which unless I've missed him using a spare part somewhere, he does not. Light Bomb would actually kill most of my stuff and turn this into a 5-1. Does he have that? No, he's got a Big Game Hunter, which isn't going to do anything. And so he loses, right? 5, 8, 11. Yes, well played. Alright. Bonk, 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 and bonk. Pretty good start to this run. I don't think I commented on what I thought of my deck. Did I? I think it's alright. Who knows anymore. We finish off a daily quest. Make some progress on another daily quest. I'm down to just 12,000 after buying 3 of the wings in Blackrock Mountain. Still haven't actually played any of the wings at all. I'm sure I'll get around to it basically when I start caring about ranked play. And now let's see what we got here. A Druid. Ah, well, 1 in 3 of the classes in the game do kill your recruits. And here's one of them, the Druid. He's worked against Throne. So I'll keep the Light's Justice, although this has the potential to be useless. It's a bit of a gamble. Certainly with a mulligan like that, I kind of wish I could have gotten something better with it. Then again, if I'd mulliganed it and gotten nothing, I would have just been pissed. I'm not going to attack him in the face. While I might end up playing True Silver Champion, I also might not, so I don't want to throw weapon swings away if I don't have to. You know, who am I kidding? I'm not going to use up all these weapon swings. So pop goes the Weasel. Let's see if he's going to shapeshift to kill this, or make a creature. Honestly, I'd rather him make a creature, because I can probably kill it with the Recruit and the weapon. Oh, he's going to play a 4-drop. That's not good. Piloted Shredder, that's also not good. It's actually really one of the worst 4-drops possible. Most 4-drops I could have killed with Blessing of Might plus the weapon. 5 damage. But this one, I don't quite have the ability to kill him with these things, but if I use Blessing of Might, then something respawns. So that just blows. Alright, well, we'll leave it alone then, I suppose. And what are the odds I'm going to play True Silver? Not that high. So, yeah. We'll just pass. Piloted Shredder, pretty good thing to innervate. He is down a card, technically. And I'm up a card, technically, because I made a Recruit and hasn't died yet, but he's in pretty good shape, I would say. He actually still has his coin.
Give me a quest.
He's going to play his coin now? I imagine he has to, or else it doesn't make much sense. Yeah. Claw to kill that thing. Well, this could really be a lot worse. I've got a couple of different options here. the Blessing of Might and just kill the dude and kill the first iteration of the Shredder and play the Panther. If I didn't get the Panther, I probably would have just played True Silver and killed this, but since I don't have to play True Silver and Blessing of Might is often a weak card, let me take advantage of it while I can. Make sure this is Doomsayer. He got a good one. He got one of the best things you can get off of that guy. Not Millhouse, but still good. And we're going to play the Panther. So let's see. He's got 5 cards to my 5-ish. This weapon might not be that important, though. Got a Bomb Lobber that I'm hoping is good. This could get me up a card and use up my full mana. So it could be efficient and card advantage. Glad it's not an Argent Commander, actually, because that extra turn earlier that I get to play it could be significant, or he could just do something else that makes it insignificant, like a Druid of the Claw here. Granted, I don't know how he played Druid of the Claw. Alright, he gets a 2-5, which does suck a little bit, because if it had been a 5-2, it would have died to my Lobber. As it is, I think I am going to play the Lobber. Let's just think. If I hit this and then finish off with my weapon, Lobber kills that. If I hit this... No, if I hit... Yeah, it's the same thing, isn't it? Or I could have 4 damage be dealt to this. Basically, either way, I just finish this thing off with my weapon and I have a Bomb Lobber left over. So, yeah, let's just do it. Wait. If I keep this Panther hidden and the Bomb Lobber hits this, I can finish it off with the weapon. If it doesn't hit that, I can just let this thing die and leave this thing alone. Or wait and see if I want to hit it with the Panther. But basically, I'm thinking if I kill this, maybe I don't want the Panther to trade with this 2-3. Maybe I just want to leave it for the 3-3. I'm going to try this. There's no harm to playing it first. I can rethink the situation. Okay, so that guy died. And, okay, I can keep this hidden, but he can shapeshift. Yeah, there's no point. I'm just going to kill that. So, alright. It could have been better, could have been worse. He's got 4 cards and the play versus a 3-3 and an irrelevant weapon. So I'd say he's actually in fine shape here, especially if he has a good 5-drop. He didn't really have a good turn 4 play, though. He, however, does have a good turn 5. He has the ultimate turn 5. Druid of the Claw. Could have made a True Silver and killed this thing, but I decided to take a small chance on this Yeti. He could run this Druid of the Claw in and then swipe that. That would just suck, because this thing would then be left with 2 health, which does not die to my weapon. That's actually really bad. I shouldn't have done this. Should have just killed this with True Silver, bad as it would have felt. Well, it looks like he doesn't have a swipe, or he wouldn't be pointing things on the Druid of the Claw. If he had swipe, he would attack the Yeti with the Druid. Mark of the Wild. Okay, so he's investing a little bit in that guy. However, True Silver will finish it off, so I'm not too concerned about it. I can even use the Bomb Lobber to finish that. Oh no! Oh, you suck. He got the reversing switch, which is incredibly good. Oh god, that's so good it hurts. Oh fuck. True Silver. Here's the move. I think we go for the True Silver with the Whirling Blades on this little guy. And then do this, and hit him in his face. So I wouldn't mind it now if this Ogre Brute failed to kill my 3-3, because then I could finish it off with my weapon. If it does kill my 3-3, I might be able to play Consecration. This thing could have been an Abomination, which wouldn't have been good here, so I'm glad it's this, although I wish it had been a better rare.
We must cleanse the sun.
Alright, please miss, please miss, please miss, please. So the thing that sucks here is I cannot play the Smith and Consecrate because I'm a mana shy. Please be a 2-drop I can kill with Consecration. Yeah, yeah. Please, no nasty surprises. Oh, he holds it back. So he's playing around Consecration here. I think that he's got a 2 toughness 3/2, or 2 toughness 2 mana minion. I'm okay with that because it means one of his 2 cards is basically irrelevant. That's really, really good. So we'll just kill it, I guess, later on with my Smith. Love to get a 4-drop. I don't know if I have any 4-drops left besides this. I mean, I do. I don't know if I have any good ones though. Oh, he's looking at that card. Now he decides to hang on to it, play around the Consecration. Well, good job. I did have Consecration. I'm going to play the Mystic, and hang on to my weapon. So I should be able to bring down anything, and if I'm correct, of his 3 cards, one of them is a 2-drop. And then maybe another one is good. Let's see what he's got. Yep, he had a 2-drop, so this didn't die to Consecration. He's a Sludge Belcher, which is actually very good against my Keys and Mystic. Alright, well, I think this is the time then to drop the champion. Although this isn't super hot, using my True Silver to kill a frickin' 1-2. I do have a 6-6 out here. Right now, you know, he could run the Loot Hoarder into this, get a card, and then swipe it, and it'll kill off the Mystic, and this will die to Shapeshift. So I'm not necessarily in that good shape, but he would have had to top deck swipe, since the last time when I said a swipe would have been really good for him, he didn't have it. He either has the swipe or is hoping to get the swipe. Mad Bomber. Well, he's hoping to kill off the Mystic. Oh my god. That is just unbelievably good luck that it killed both of those things. Because if this thing at least had lived, I could have killed the Bomber. If that had lived, obviously, would have had to at least hit himself in the face. Now the champion's going to die to the Mad Bomber plus Shapeshift. Ah! Well, 2 can play at this top deck good cards game, so let's go ahead and do this. Maybe Ogre, make a Recruit and pray for no mind control techs. This is a very strong situation now. Glad I took this and not the Owl. Okay, so that's score 1 for the Argent Protector. Possibly 2, because it was useful in that other game as well. Although in the other game I had different options I could have done. This deck is prone to long games, which isn't necessarily a surprise given how I drafted it. Spider, I'll probably just leave alone. I don't see any reason to pop it and then go hunting down all the little mini spiders. I might as well just hit him in the face for a bajillion damage. This surely isn't the best thing he's going to play on turn 10. Ah, he's got a heal bot. Alright, well, my 3-3 will kill it. Now, is it still worth it to hit him in the face? Wait a minute, what am I doing? This is so much better. Let's use my weapon to kill that. And I passed on the opportunity to make another recruit, but it's worth it. He's demonstrated a startling inability to kill off my Stormwind champion. Even if he had Savage Roar or Force of Nature, he wouldn't be able to kill me. Deathwing, though, would be pretty good for him. It would kill off everything I have, pop out his spiders, and then I don't have enough damage to kill him off. To kill him off. Thankfully, he doesn't have Deathwing, so we win. Hooray! Well, my endgame cards came up, and boy, was it good. In fact, I have 2 Spiteful Smiths. One of them was a greedy pick when I could have taken something like a Murloc Raider. Don't know that it really mattered in that particular game, but it was good to have that extra big drop. I'm gonna eat some Sea Buddies whole grain cheddar flavored baked snack crackers. I was looking for those, says my girlfriend. Alright, Psyche, you can have them. I just wanted a handful. I love you. Mutton Man! Have you seen the Mutton Man? The Mutton Man, the Mutton Man. Have you seen the Mutton Man? He lives on Drury Lane. Alright, Lay on Hands showing up to the party a bit late. We have a 2-3-4. The opponent is a paladin, so he could have secrets, but I'm not going to play around it. If that's my best 4-drop, that's what I'm going to play on turn 4. My hand has no removal or tricks. Well, okay, it has tricks, this guy, but it has no removal. And he does have a fast start. That is a good start. Can I get my own shielded mini-bop? Obviously I can't. Alright. So the advantage is he's used his coin. The disadvantage is this thing is a big old pain. Oh my god, and he's got this thing. Ugh. So this is gonna get to kill my Cobra. And actually, it could even be worse than that. If he kills this Cobra, I don't have any way of killing this Micro Machine off. Okay, thankfully he just kills it. That's good. Does he have a 3-drop here? Minibot into Micro Machine into Blessing of Wisdom. I'm fine with that. So he cycles a card. Okay, it necessitates me playing the True Silver Champion, but that's better than a Spider Tank. Pyromancer. Well, I can't play the Yeti because I can't let him have another card off of that. I do need to kill this thing. I would have liked to have one of my Consecrations there to kill them both. Pyromancer is not likely to matter, so it's just a 3-2. I have an awkward hand. I can't play at 5 mana. I can only play one of my cards, not the other. I can't play my big drop. Plays Murloc to Hidehunter. So basically, right now, he can't play spells, or else everything dies that he has. Do I want to try to actually take advantage of that? I think that would be a mistake. I'm just going to do this. Play my big 4-drop. Put out my Light's Justice, and get ready to kill these things one by one. Health shouldn't be an issue. He's got 4 damage here. He wants a True Silver, a Hammer, Blessing of Kings to get rid of this Yeti. And if he does, I'm going to be in trouble. If he doesn't, I can slowly ping away at his board and be okay.
For the Lich King!
Spectral Knight is a good card. Still wouldn't mind a Consecration. That would let me clear out his board here. Come on. Ugh. Well, balls. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually, well, I could put a Protector on the Yeti. But I still can't kill this thing. I'm going to damage off. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to hit that. And this, and I'm just going to play the Sunwalker and hope we can't get past it. Honestly. You can use the Recruit to pop the shield and the Spectral Knight to attack, but the Spectral Knight doesn't kill it. Last turn he didn't kill my Yeti, so maybe he doesn't have any buffs. So it's worth a shot. Does he have something to finish off the Sunwalker with? This is the card he just top-decked. He just top-decked a Hammer of Wrath, which is very painful. Because now this thing is at 2 health, so I don't kill it with my weapon. I'll have to put Divine Shield on the Yeti to finish this off. Okay, he makes a Recruit, which is good because I can actually clear his board now. This actually is alright. This is an okay situation. So again, the Owl would have been worse than my Protector, which is some information to recall for the future. And now I'm doing alright. So he's got 6 cards to my 6. I have a dinky weapon. I could maybe steal a secret and maybe play this for extra cards if my board is good enough to handle whatever he plays for 7 mana this turn. He does a full hand on 7 mana, so could be serious. Sea Giant. Well, dang. Balls. I have to throw either the Tiger and the Yeti, or the Tiger this and take 8 damage. Can't let this thing stay. Is it worth it to take 8 damage to keep a 4-4 on the table instead of a 2-2? If he plays True Silver, it's not going to matter. And I took 8 damage for nothing. Well, always draw cards first, so let me draw my cards, and then we'll decide. I would have loved to play the Sacrifice to get in the way of the Sea Giant. As it is, I'm going to trust my instincts. Take that damage. I'm still high enough health total, I shouldn't get burned out. I have the Sludge Belcher and the Noble Sacrifice for protection. I've got some big beefy cards. He spent his whole last turn making that Sea Giant. Hopefully he's out of gas. Alright, this is something I'm usually unhappy about, but here it's okay because I can kill this. And then he just spent half his mana drawing a card and dealing 2 damage, which isn't that good. Unless he has a good 4-drop to back this up, which he doesn't. Can I get a Consecration here? That would be nice. Yeah? Consecration?
Reporting for duty.
Actually, would I even play it? I'm not sure I'd even play it here. Alright, well, let's play the Sludge Belcher. And the Yeti. I could have, instead of playing the Yeti, played a Berserker and Noble Sacrifice to try to kill the Fairy Dragon off. But I figure I don't mind taking 3 damage on the Sludge Belcher if it means getting a better creature out onto the table. This could be used for healing. I also have an Antique Heal bot in here for more healing. Card-wise, I'm doing great. Is he going to play? He just top-decked Consecration. I can't get a Consecration to save my life. He top-decks it. Well, we still have this Yeti here. And a little Slimeling. And does he actually... Slimeling. And does he actually have anything good for 5 mana, is the question. Spider. Well, it will kill off my Yeti. I think I'm actually going to let it die to True Silver Champion. I should be okay on health. I'm only losing 1 damage for doing that. Yeah, I don't need to use Blessing of Might here. Let's do this. Kill it. Pop that little guy with the slime. The reason for this is so that if he draws another Consecration, this guy won't die. And I'm going to play the Ogre. Another option would have been to go for the Berserker and the Recruit. Every time I play Recruit, it's like going up a card. But I think that against the Paladin, who have such a hard time killing Ogres, this is better to get out. So my health is a little bit low, but one swing for my creatures will change that. I do have 2 healing if I want it from the champion, and more in my deck in the form of the anti-killbot. Be nice if he played a secret so I could steal it. He actually has Onyxia. Wow. Alright, well I do have Consecration in this deck. Can I please get it? Not a chance. Alrighty. What do we do here? So can I kill him? Let's check if I can kill him. 6, 10, 14, 15, 18. I'm 4 damage shy of killing him. Noble Sacrifice isn't effective. It's just going to get eaten by a whelp. Oh, man. Alright. I think I need to do that for sure. I could Blessing of Might on the Mechanical Yeti, and that plus the Slime will kill Onyxia. Then hit him in the face with the Ogre. Or I could use the Yeti plus my True Silver. Take 4 net damage. I'm gonna go for this. Oh, I should have actually done this first to see if I got a freezing coolant. I didn't, but let's go all the way for this. And try to kill him with that Ogre. I think that's my best chance. I think if I didn't go for a lot of damage this turn, I would have been in trouble. Here, I'm basically saying you couldn't kill my Ogre last turn, so I bet you can't kill him again. Granted, he does have... Well, no. Noble Sacrifice eats 1, the Slime eats another. He's got 4 damage, needs 3 more damage, so a Hammer of Wrath to kill this off. And then I'm in serious trouble. Oh, shoot. That Onyxia was shockingly good right there. He's attacking pretty quickly, so I have a feeling he is going to kill off this Ogre. No! He's not going for the Ogre. I still couldn't get 2 Consecrations in this deck. Couldn't get a single one. Oh, no! He actually got a Big Game Hunter. And a Bomb Lover. Alright, still not too late. If I get a Consecration, I'm fine. This thing will live, sure, but he's going to be down to 9 health. The board will be clear, and I can replay a couple of creatures. Oh my god, I can't believe he had Big Game Hunter. I can't believe I can't get Consecration. Well, he's at too high of a health total for me to burn him out. And I'm screwed. I guess if I had played around Big Game Hunter, I could have hit him in the face. He'd have 4 more health. Oh god, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Well, I'm dead. That's actually lethal damage. I'm not saying well played to that. That was a load of bullshit is what that was. So yeah, I was doing totally fine, but, you know, Hearthstone is a game where anything can happen. Yeah, fuck you. And that time something bad happened. He had Onyxia when I couldn't quite kill him. And after that he had a kill for my 10-7 when he didn't have a kill for 6-7. Pretty much only 1 card in the game has that description. It is Big Game Hunter, and I lost. Well, if anything, that encourages me in thinking that my deck is good, because he really needed some amazing stuff to win. Otherwise, I had him in the bag. Also, he needed me never to draw Consecration, despite having 2 of those. So that just sucked. Well, anyway, that's it. Let's see how we do against Optimus Primate. That's an awesome name. The Rogue. The opening hand is terrible, like all of them have actually been. Let's see if we can fix that. So Rogues do kill Recruits, which sucks. So 2 of my 3 matches have been against... No, 2 or 4 matches have been against bad classes for me. This guy again, still glad it's not an owl. That's likely to be less useful. Okay. Alright, so let's see if she makes a dagger to kill this. Or play something new. She's probably going to keep this hitting it out. She wants to hit me with it just to watch it die to my Light's Justice. She does make a dagger, which is bad that my recruit dies, but it's less bad than her actually playing something. It also sucks that my next recruit will die to this dagger for free. Couldn't get a playable card. When you're behind, you gotta do some bad things. I'm gonna actually throw this guy out here, wasting him, just so I can, like, get this infiltrator off the board and not have him kill something else. Like, if sure, I could have waited, but then if I'd played the Mystic, this plus the dagger would have killed it. As it is, at least I get to trade that thing off. Well, unlikely that I can kill a 4-drop with Hammer of Wrath. If I had an owl, it would have actually been better. I would have ended up holding the owl in my hand, and I would have then silenced this and killed it with my weapon. So maybe here I would have been better off with the owl. Okay, it's 1-to-1. 1 for Argent Protector, 1 for the owl.
Pleasure is mine. The light does not discriminate.
I see. Well, this is a little bit hairy, but Bomb Lobber kills off one of them. Hopefully this one. Nope. Okay, it doesn't matter too much. And then trades with the other if she doesn't kill it. I can get extra card advantage with this and with this. I really should have been hitting her in the face. It's not likely I'm going to get to use all 4 whacks of Light's Justice on her minions, but whatever. Backstab would be good for her. It would let her kill this, spending 0 mana and spend full 5 mana on the turn. That would put me pretty far behind if she had a good 5-drop.
Squire, attend.
Okay, that's a good drop for her. Luckily, she at least had to kill that minion. So what sucks here is I can play this guy to kill this, but then the Squire kills off the commander. The Yeti would kill this and die to the dagger, which isn't actually any better. I could actually Hammer of Wrath and hit this with my weapon to draw a card, then I play a Recruit. That's not any better. I'm just going to do this. I think it's the best thing I've got. And I'm going to hit her in the face, because at this point it just doesn't seem like this weapon's going to get used much. That was just like basically going a card down. She never gave me anything for that weapon. So this is bad. Rogue versus Paladin is a good matchup for the Rogue, and I am certainly not ahead. She kills my thing for free and has the full mana for the turn, while also being up a card or 2, depending on how you count. Well, this run started off well, but then we had a ridiculous loss last time. A mundane loss is looming ahead for me this time. So we're going to be at 2-2, which is rough, for a fact.
So many options.
Optimus Primate. What an excellent name. She's thinking. Thinking. Look at this Spiteful Smith, which is a very strong card. Well, might as well keep things simple. Let's just play the Tiger, make a Recruit, and
For justice.
hit her in the face. So she's probably going to attack the Recruit with the Spiteful Smith to enrage her weapon, but then the Tiger should finish this off with 1 health remaining. Granted, the Tiger will then die to her dagger, but it's hanging steady if it's not getting ahead. Okay, she is slow. Optimus Primate is going in for a checkup. It's getting a little bit rusty. Needs an oil change. Come on, buddy. Do your thing. Oh, well, she's just ignoring me. I mean, she could legitimately have things to think about. Lord knows I have thought for a long time before on turn 7. Potentially lots of different options. She decides to go for it, get that extra damage in. Is she going to remake the dagger? She has nothing better to do. Is that the thing? She's going to put that back in her hand and replay it, making it more difficult for me to kill it. Alright, I'm actually okay with that, because that's fine. She didn't make the dagger. She's going to have to spend 2 mana to finish off my Tiger next turn. And I also get to go up a card with the Hammer. Ooh, okay, that's good. So we can do this and this. Finally, the weapon came in handy. Mr. Tron is excellent here, because Mr. Tron Stops the dagger from killing off the tiger. Now she's going to have to do a little bit of work to kill this tiger, either silencing the Tron or Fan of Knives or, you know, something. Fan of Knives. That's the worst possible thing. If I'd played the Berserker, he would have been enraged. As it is, my recruit just died. So perhaps I erred by not playing the Berserker there. And with these haunted creepers, I kind of wish I had just held on to my weapon ticks, because that would be nice to have to mop those spiders up. Well, I'll hang on to them now so I can at least kill one of the spiders that oozes out. We got this for some healing, so my health is fine, but I'm just starting to run a little bit out of juice. A Ogre, Sunwalker, honestly Consecration, or Lay on Hands would all be very welcome here. Annoyatron's making it a bit difficult for her to kill the Cobra. If she uses the spider plus the dagger to kill the Tron, then she won't have enough juice to kill the Cobra. Okay, so she's going to get a card by throwing the spider in off a Cult Master. See if she has any other ways to get creatures from the Master of Cults. Noble Sacrifice is terrible here. Fuck, she gets to kill the Cobra. I have no choice but to use the Yeti to kill the Cult Master to stop further card advantage on her part. But this is a good top deck. We'll play it. I'll also play my Berserker now, though it seems a bit late. Make a recruit. She can just kill my Berserker with her weapon, but I think it's just worth getting out there. If I'm already making a recruit anyway, I might as well have thrown this out. The Ogre is the only thing I've got here, so if she assassinates it, I'm in trouble. Sap I wouldn't mind as much, because I could replay it. I don't have anything better to do. But Assassinate would be very bad here. Very bad. She has her own Ogre. Well, that's also pretty bad. I am down cards, not ahead on the board. So that is just a bad situation all around. Consecration would be great. I could finish this Ogre off. Oh my god, I just can't get Consecration to save my goddamn life. Alright. Let's do this. The Noble Sacrifice, all it's going to do is kill the first iteration of the Harvest Golem, but that might be all I can hope for. Is it worth hitting her in the face? Sure. Wait a minute, that makes no sense, does it? Does that make any sense at all? Yeah, I'll kill this thing. I do lose 2 health, but I wasn't going to burn her out because my Ogre's dead. So, now the damaged Golem eats the Noble Sacrifice, and then the Ogre plus the dagger can kill my Ogre. Actually, she can use the dagger to fish out the Noble Sacrifice, if that's what she thinks it is. This could be an Avenge, so I'm sort of kind of bluffing Avenge right here. I need Lay on Hands to draw me 3 cards, and I need her 4 cards to be terrible, but she has a lot of cards. So I'm really far behind because she's ahead on the board and on cards. So I have to top deck Lay on Hands, and these cards all need to be sort of useless. Or like maybe she plays a bunch of stuff and I top deck Consecration and then Lay on Hands. That's pretty much the only way. Alright, she tests for Noble Sacrifice so she knows what she's doing. Go down yet another card. And now it's just bad. She can kill this. Be at 11 or 10 health. There's no way I can burn her out. I just don't have that kind of deck. She might not take that risk. She might throw the Panther and the Ogre at this, for example. That would be fantastic. Then I could kill this with my True Silver Champion and then leave myself with a 3-3. It's not fantastic. Nothing is fantastic right now. There's nothing that's good. Oh, she has another Fan of Knives. Wow, that's so perfect it hurts. So she gets to draw a card and kill my Ogre. Oh, she doesn't even have to use her Ogre. She gets to use the Panther. Mother. Alright, well, this is real ugly here. I can, Does she have a deadly poison? Wow, she actually doesn't even damage the Ogre. Jesus fucking Louises. Well, now I'm screwed. I can hit her down to 9, but there's no way I can kill her from 9. There's just no way. Alright. We're down here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that video. Please like and or subscribe if you did. And that sucked. I think the deck is fine, but the Rogue was a genuine loss. The loss before it was bullshit. So 3-1 is where I should be, which is about right. I expect to be with a fine deck like this. So now we're actually in a rough shape, trying to scrabble back up, and that's what the next video will be. I'll see you soon.